In other news tonight, a teenager in New York is facing a number of charges after reportedly throwing handmade Molotov cocktails. Police say the 19-year-old man was inspired by a scene in the movie Gangster Squad. He reportedly threw the handmade devices on the streets in Dobbs Ferry. Police say he fled the scene but later turned himself in. No damage or injuries were reported. He was arraigned on weapons possession and other charges. Tonight, the search continues for a missing Ohio State University football player. The man's family says they reported him missing Wednesday after he left his apartment and missed 2 football practices. He was last seen by his roommates after he reportedly got into an argument with his girlfriend. His sister says he has a history of sports-related concussions and that she fears he may have become disoriented. The football team's physician spoke out today saying he is confident in the school's policies for injured athletes. Authorities are trying to figure out what started a massive fire yesterday at a candy factory. Look at that. It happened yesterday morning at the Fannie Mae Distribution Center in Ohio. Several fire departments responded to the scene, and hazardous materials units were also called in because of ammonia in the center. The company posted a statement today saying it has temporarily halted orders. No one was injured in that fire, but an investigation is ongoing. The Massachusetts Supreme Court is being asked to decide if a state law keeping citizens from owning stun guns violates their right to bear arms. They're also being asked if the right to defend yourself in your own home applies to people that are homeless. A homeless woman was convicted of violating the state ban after police found a stun gun in her purse. She appealed the conviction, saying the stun gun falls under the Second Amendment and that the self-defense outside the home is also protected. The court will hear arguments on that next week. We also have new details tonight after a pregnant woman was hit and killed by a van in Pittsburgh. The woman's fiance says their son was born by an emergency C-section. Right now, doctors are evaluating if lack of oxygen harmed the baby. The last we heard, the baby was in critical condition. The woman was sitting outside of a drugstore when an elderly driver jumped the curb and pinned her against the wall. Authorities are still investigating. Dozens of people are dead tonight after 3 men opened fire at a mosque in Nigeria. We'll tell you who officials think is behind the attack next.